Divine Masculines and Cross Watchers. Welcome to my channel. My name is Lady Day, and this is the Healing Butterfly. I am your overall intuitive reader, as well as a medium. I thank you all for tuning in, lending me your insight, your energy, your curiosity. It is all greatly appreciated. Hit the thumbs up, like the videos, watch the videos, share the videos, and subscribe to the channel. I am so greatly humbled and just grateful, thankful that you all are even tuning in to receive these messages and that you're journeying with me with the divine. So this particular reading today will be the Am I an Asshole reading. I mean, brass tacks. If you know me, you know I don't do no fluff. So there's been a lot of energy between the divine feminines, divine masculines talking in the 5D. It's your fault. It's my fault. You did this. I did that. Blah, 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 blah. And I, this morning, got this energy of, well, was it me? Well, am I the cause? And it's kind of like on both sides. I have a strong feeling that the divine feminines kind of don't feel like they are, but I'm willing to check myself if I need to check myself. But there's something more, and I sat for a minute, but it was like the divine masculines kind of want some insight on whether or not they were right or wrong to feel the way they feel, or thank you, Spirit, not to feel the way you feel, but to react the way you did for how you felt. So we're going to get right into it. I don't want to delay or belabor the hour any further. So starting with this overall energy, this is the Work Your Light oracle card. So just from a higher perspective, what the overall kind of message that Spirit is giving us for this reading, and then we'll get into the question. So for the divine masculine spirit, are they an a-hole? What's the overall message that you are sending in regards to are they an a-hole? Thank you. Bottom of the deck is dance with life, do something to change your energy. So yes, I do feel like the divine masculines are kind of like I don't know if you're like really analyzing the situation, but you almost seem stuck. Like you're not sure what to think, you're not sure how to move, you're not sure what to do, what not to do. In regards to I'm gonna be honest, I feel like there's multiple parts of your life, primarily the heart space. But I do feel like there's multiple things going on at this time that you're wondering, how do you shift your energy through it? And it's kind of like I feel like a very stuck energy. So right now, I have to be honest, I think it is a time for you to really get into another way of being, a new cycle. I'm sorry, what is that you're giving me, Spirit? A new schedule. So if you're, maybe you're doing something and it's just not feeding you. You're watching something, you're going to the gym, or whatever you're doing. Maybe it's the same. It's something about the same routine. Maybe you're going about this healing process the same way, and it doesn't seem like you're getting any further. You're going about your studying a certain way, and it doesn't seem like you're getting any wiser. Something like that. It's like you need to kind of change that up. And then Lemuria, creating heaven on earth, it's happening. So even though you think, because I am hearing like it feels like you're taking very small steps. I don't know why I feel a little crooked, but it's like I'm taking small steps, but that's not getting me to where I want. That's not getting me to the heaven on earth or my wish fulfillments that I want for my life, something like that. But it's like you are taking those steps, but there is still like a refresh or a rechange in the energy that you need to do, or they're asking you or calling you to do. That dance with life, the ebb and flow, I'm also hearing. So if there seems to be something that you're trying to do and you're being barriered or blocked from something in that effect, it's kind of like, okay, well, let's change the way we look at it, we think about it, we go about it, something like that. I just got 404 as well, so not sure if that's a number you've been seeing, but it just resonated with me just now. So all right, so let's get into the questions of am I an a-hole? Please only take what resonates from these readings. This is not a personal reading. If you would like one, you can definitely reach out to me via email or Instagram. I got you covered. However, this is an overall collective reading for the divine masculines. Okay, so you just want to take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it's not about your life, don't try to make it apply, okay? Alrighty. What kind of a-hole are the divine masculines that I'm channeling at this time, Spirit? So that's the first question. What kind of a-hole are they? One question, one card, please. Thank you. Damn. It's a lot of energy. Chop wood. You're one who working at it. This is some. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like this is not. This is not like a something hard for you to do. If that makes any sense. You're an a-hole by trade. You're an a-hole by birth. This is what you do. This is how. Yeah, round and round. This is normal cycle for you. It's normal for you to act like an ass. It's normal for you to act out. Like, this is not something new to you. It may be new to your divine partner that you were just in a connection with, but this isn't new to you, okay? It's something also about maybe sometimes you like to see people work for your attention, for your love as well. That way you know it's real. That way you know that they're willing to stay. That way you know that they've invested something. So there's like, okay, well, they've invested in me, invested their emotions, their time, all of those things, their heart. So there's something about that as well. It's like you know that you're a hard nut to crack, okay, as well. So why are you such an a-hole? Why are you such an ass? Divine masculine. Thank you, Spirit. Flexible, because I'm going. I'm hearing. I'm getting very opposite. Not that you are flexible. You don't like to be flexible. You might like things. Yeah, happy at the bottom of the deck. You may also like people to be to bend backwards for you. Like, this person is like a contortionist. It's like you almost like for people to bend backward for you. Again, there's something about people giving you extra that makes you feel like, okay, they are invested, they really do love me. So I don't know if the divine masculines are used to people conditionally loving them, like, oh, I like him because he can do things for me, or he got a nice car, or his friends are always doing things. I don't what is this about being around your friends? Someone who has been using you or used you recently, it's because of the people that you're around. Like, I don't know if you're around big heavy hitters, like people who have really big names. Community, right? Under happy is community. Someone likes to just be in your community. Someone just likes to be around your people. They like to be, just heard, in the mix. So, and that person may bend backward for you, but they bend backward for you to be a part of something, okay? But we'll move on. We'll move on from that, because that was the divine masculines, not their divine feminine, but whoever's been given attention, they've been given attention to. Because I am hearing like, hot girl summer? Like, I'm hearing something like that. Like, this may be a very attractive person, but I don't know that they really, I feel like they're being flexible because they want to continue with you. However, back to the question at hand, because we're going to go ahead and need you to leave, karmic person, wherever you are, or karmic or whatever. We'll need you to go. Staying true to what this reading is about. You're such an a-hole. I mean, why are you such an a-hole? You like for people to bend backward. It's like almost before you get, like, there's an egg here. When eggs are there, that means new beginnings or offerings or things of that nature, new starts, fresh starts, blessings. It's like before you are willing to have someone crack you open, you want to see how much they're willing to bend for you. How does this impact others, Spirit? The divine net, yeah. And what came out round and round. Then you have, earlier I said, they just said cycles. Earlier I said cycles. Then you end up having that person go around in cycles. Trying to figure you out. Trying, no place like home. Trying to understand how to bring you home. How to connect to your heart space. You keep having these situations where you want people to bend and flex and move and do this and do that. And it's like every time you're changing the way that you're a complicated person, okay? Because you want someone to ride this wave of what you're going through without you saying much. Thank you, Spirit. You want someone to bend forward, backward, side to side, horizontal, and all these things, right? And work so hard for you. And it sends people into what they feel like are karmic cycles with you. Because you're never really giving much. You want someone to work so hard and be so flexible. I don't know if you're just used to people to having your way. Maybe you were very spoiled at one point in time in your life. I'm calling it like it is. This is not the channel for fluff talk. This is not Willy Wonka's factory. We do not sugarcoat around here, okay? You were someone who's you, or even in your teenage and maybe early 20s, something like that, you're used to just getting your way. Things just fall into your lap so easily. And it's like, because certain women or certain men, whatever the situation was, have just fallen at your feet, you think that that's always supposed to happen. And now what's going on is that people think that you're taking them through karmic cycles. You may be a divine masculine who's here like a tyrant to take people through these cycles, but I'm going to be honest, that's what you, and then you make people feel, like I said, what's under the home, they try to find their home space in you, and they end up seeing like, all that glitters is not gold. This is not the person for me. Right. This is not behind the all that glitters is the higher power. God's giving me a tower. Like, that's how the person feels. Truth be told, this is a never ending fucking story. That's how your person feels. Your real divine person. That's how you impact. If not just your divine person, because I'm feeling very strongly this is about like love, divine masculine, divine feminine connections, but you also have probably other people in your life who have felt like this is just the same shit with this person all the time. You always got to give extra. I always got to give in. I always got to be flexible. I always got to be the first one to call. I always got to be the first one to apologize. Something like that. Okay? And how can you stop being such an asshole? For the divine masculines, how can they stop being such an asshole? To the sea. And I'm hearing calm waters. Sometimes you just need to float on to calmer waters. Sometimes you just need to be able to let things go. And also, something that is not for you. That's also the reason why you're in the energy that you're in. That's also, I just seen 11, but that's also the reason why you're being such an asshole. Because you're I'm also hearing like bombs go off. So thank you, Spirit. Not for you. Breathe it out. Oh, see, Spirit wanted to get right to the point. Breathe was under there, and then a change in the wind. It's time for you to realize, truth be told, why never-ending story. Divine, and where's your blessing? Because this card is called blessed. Where's your blessing with your divine feminine, the yin energy, the feminine energy? You're in a never-ending story with someone who's again probably flipping backwards to have you around, but it's not feeding your soul. I'm feeling, and I just heard it's barely even feeding your body anymore, because that's starting to get old. So let's get into some tarot and get some clarity on these cards. Let's get a little deeper into the message. Ooh, child. Yeah. Small blockages are still there with you. There's some small blockages, so let's just get right into it. I'm going to shuffle one more good time, and then we're going to get into this, divine masculines. We're going to get into your assholeness. Is that a word? Let's make it a word. Let's get into your assholeness. All right. What kind of a-hole are they? One that works at being one, apparently. Chopped wood. One card, please, Spirit. What is chopped wood? Patience and planning. 7 of Pentacles. Who do you want to work hard? Who do you want to be patient while you plan this out, while you get your shit together? Why can't they just be, I'm hearing it, why can't they just be patient? I'm making as much progress as I can in the time frame that I can. That's exactly what I'm hearing. And who are you saying that to? You're saying that to fertility, the divine feminine. This is the divine feminine. This is the Empress card. You want the Empress to use their intuition that this is the Ace of Wands. This is a passionate beginning for them to step into their power to have this connection with you. But I don't know, or these cycles, you keep sending them through these cycles. And they probably have decided to sacrifice the foundations and the achievement, the 4 of Wands that they were supposed to have with you, and moved on for a new beginning. And their passion, oh shit, since they started this new beginning, passion ignited, their heart chakras online, their sacral chakras online, their third eye is online. I don't know what this suffering in silence, this conflict and defeat and the deception is. I got to be honest, I don't feel it fully as the divine feminine's energy. I think they also may have revealed some truths about some deceptions that were going on between you and them as well, divine masculine. So what kind of a-hole are you? You're one who likes to have someone work really hard for your time, your attention, and your love. And then on the flip end, you're like, on the back end, thank you, Spirit. It's like, well, you need to just be patient while I grow. Even if it is in centimeters and you need inches. I'm doing what I can. It's almost like a defensive nature also about you being an asshole. All right. The divine feminines may, it's a very small possibility that they are also lying to themselves as well. That they're lying to themselves as well in regards to still having feelings for you. I think they're trying their best to block it out because of how much this is taken out of them. Okay. Right, wrong, or indifferent, I'm just giving the facts. Because I hear the divine masculine like, I didn't even... Don't get loud with me in the 5D. Especially not when you ain't going to put no comment or nothing to the bottom so I can address you directly. They're asking me to cut the deck because whatever that was, it came through real strong. So we're going to cut out that energy and get back into this reading. Why are you such an a-hole? You like people to bend over backwards for you. What's flexible? One card, please, Spirit. Clarify flexible. Clarify flexible, Spirit. Thank you. Positive movement forward. Suffering in silence. What did I say? I didn't feel like this was completely the divine feminine's energy. Bottom of the deck is the root chakra, the base chakra, and then the card that just flipped out the bottom was movement, choices, and decisions. Thank you, Spirit, for further confirming what I was just getting ready to say, is that you moved forward with your life, okay? Or you feel like, okay, thank you, Spirit, they're saying overall. So you move forward. You're an asshole who would just be like, yeah, whatever. That don't mean nothing to me. We good. You know what I mean? I'm going to move on. Wow. 8, 9, 10. Yeah, and then I seen the tower, so we'll get to the bottom of the deck in a second. Why are you such an a-hole? I feel like you move on. You move on when you're hurt. You move on when things don't work out the way you want them to. You move on because someone wasn't flexible with you. Someone didn't give you what you wanted. I'm getting a lot of that. Didn't give me what I wanted. I was sitting here doing this and being 7, 8, 9, 10. Thank you, Spirit. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Forward movement as well in the fact of being honest with yourself about you being an a-hole. Thank you. In certain aspects. So what I'm feeling here is that, when someone's not being flexible with you, you have no problem moving on. Fine, you don't want to conform to what I'm asking of you. I'm only going to say it but so many times. Fine, then I'm going to move on. You don't want to be flexible, then I'll be flexible and I'll be moving on. Okay? But in that situation, it's a very low vibrational. I feel like there's like this very, if it's not childish, it's just like very nitpicky, or what is it called? Tit for tat type of energy. It's not like you leave like, love, light, whatever. It's like you leave with this, fine, you don't want to do you know what I mean? You don't want to do it then. And I think that you decided that you were going to move on with your world, the universe, and I think you did get a tower moment that you, throat chakra, have not stated that your emotional loss for this prosperity. The truth you never gave the truth for the obstacles and challenges. You tried to move on, right? Move on, got some truth, and conflict and defeat came for you about this foundation and achievement. Who's that? That's the masculine energy. Trying to stand your ground for something. Changed your world. It changed your world. So why are you such an asshole? Because when someone's not being flexible with you, then I think that's when it turns up. That's when you're like, fine, I'll move on. But even though this time, I feel like someone's saying this time around it wasn't the same. This time around your heart hurts. Someone wasn't flexible. You thought you were just going to move on seamlessly. I don't think that happened. All right. Let's get into how does this impact others? It sends them into cycles with you, round and round. One card, please, Spirit. What is round and round? Round and round, Spirit. Clarify round and round in regards to the asshole reading for the divine masculine. One card, please. What is awareness? The magician. Bottom of the deck. Moving on. So how does this impact others? They manifest something new. They end up... So again, thank you, Spirit. Some of you masculines are tyrants by trade, or by life purpose, or by calling. You're supposed to trigger that higher awareness, that crown chakra crown chakra, third eye. Well, this is the crown chakra, but crown chakra, third eye chakra connection to spirit. You're supposed to be an asshole to trigger some people to get out of this cycle that they're in of karmic behaviors, karmic lessons, karmic beliefs, things of that nature. So you being an asshole, sometimes you're being an asshole by calling. because you trigger people to connect and to move on, to make the right movement and decisions, to balance their life, to be patient and kind to themselves for their material and spiritual prosperity, to ignite their intuition for their firm foundation in life, okay? For their love heart and their chakra, their love, I'm about to say their love chakra, but their heart chakra to come online for love, for real love, for true love. Okay, so how does this impact others? It impacts some to be able to move on to clearer waters within themselves, within their spirit, within their mind. Yeah, I think you trigger people to see things from a higher perspective. And I'm hearing just as you teach, you should be learning. So as you find yourself being this person, doing these asshole tendencies, it's also a thing in there for you to learn as well. It's like you're supposed to grow wiser and then be able to not walk and give people these, okay, break it down for me, Spirit. You should be moving from an energy of being an asshole to teaching other assholes. Okay? There has to be a time. You have to come into a period of time where it's like, I know I shouldn't be doing this shit. Like, and I know I should be telling my homies or my friends or my cousins or the young ones in my family or the young ones that are around me, like, don't treat women like this. Don't treat men like that. Don't do this. Don't do that type of thing. You know what I mean? It causes burdens and things within them. And I'm also hearing it's because you also know on the other end, once you're done being an asshole and you think you're moving on, you're now suffering in silence. You're now in your own karmic cycle. So it's not just about triggering other people for them to have karmic cycles to become online with spirit, but it's also the fact that once you've been an asshole and you didn't follow the wisdom, you also end up in a cycle. So you know both sides of the coin, spirit is saying. And then last, how can you stop being an asshole is to the sea. So maybe one card to clarify to the sea, spirit. What is to the sea? To the sea? One card, thank you. Bottom of the deck is the throat chakra. So it definitely comes back to a lot of communication and being open and honest. I'm also getting, they just showed me the Ace of Swords, which is truth and clarity as well. And material harvest. So focus on self, focus on putting, and I got 99 as well on the top, on the board. Also, there's something about you needing to step into your power, speak your truth, be honest with self, put your investments in the right place. Solar plexus chakra, which is the masculine energy. The waiting game, choose wisely, sacral chakra, deception and envy, balance and power. Speak in your higher self, masculine. The waiting game that you have been on to choosing your sacral chakra, meaning your feminine, divine feminine, and telling them what the deception and envy, either you're lying to yourself about who this person is, or you've held things from them that you really need to be open and honest. You need to balance out this power struggle that you have within yourself, that your person is or is not your person, and or that you are or not an asshole. All right. We'll end this reading with some affirmations on how you can get out of this energy or transfer this energy to something higher, something better. Become wiser from whatever assholeness you've given to other people. All right. May I have, something is saying one card per lane. Okay. So for what kind of a-hole, what affirmation are you giving them, Spirit? Wow, 2 of them. Damn. Whew. Guidance is your first one out. Okay. It says when you make divine intelligence your foundation, when you make divine intelligence your foundation, you finally have a fixed star to follow. So if you're wondering what decisions to make and how to move forward, they always say in your north node or towards the north, right? Follow that star. And it's something about, whatever you're following is definitely not divine intelligence, or they're asking you to use that divine intelligence. You also got karma. There's nothing from a past life that can't be addressed in this current life. So, yeah. You got it. What kind of asshole are you? You must have been an asshole from life to life, and it's time for you to take the higher road and use your divine intelligence. Even though karma may be coming for you and it seems a little difficult this lifetime, which you probably, I don't know if you do or do not know about your past lifetimes, but there's some karma that may be built up from past lifetimes that you're also dealing with. Why are they such an a-hole? Give me a card. Yep, thank you. Limitless. See yourself open to receive in the most miraculous ways. The divine can use anything or anyone. What did I say? That you may have been used to trigger others, right? But others are also being used to trigger you. It's not about you just being an asshole and triggering others and knowing that you're bringing the better out of people. Now that you've learned and you should be a teacher. You should now be walking in that higher vibration. You should be walking in that higher emotional intelligence, spiritual intelligence, divine intelligence. Thank you, Spirit. And how does this impact others? Round and round on cards, please, Spirit. Thank you. Freedom. That's exactly, what did I say? You send them into a karmic cycle to where they feel like their crown chakra, their intuition becomes online, and they become free from those karmic cycles. So thank you for being an ass, but also on the backside, learn how to be a teacher and not always an asshole. I no longer want this fiery ring, circles, cycles of resentment to block the good. Release me from its bond. So that's as clear as I can get it. And then how can you stop being an asshole to the sea? Thank you, Spirit. How can you stop being an asshole? Bring in divine love. When you offer everything to the divine with detachment, you begin a love affair with Spirit. Then what else? Divine flow. Eventually, one sublime desire takes precedence over all others to follow the Tao, the divine flow, at all costs. So I hope that this message helped you. I hope it gave you some insight and clarity to what's going on within you at this time. And also maybe some insight and clarity to what actions for external as well. So leave me some comments, like the video, share the video, subscribe. You know, if you're looking for a personal reading, reach out to me. My calendar is open. So I thank you all again for just sharing your time and your insight and your energy. Truly, truly appreciate you all. Peace, prosperity, protection, and paradise to you and your loved ones. Namaste.